I remember it not being happy, but I don't really remember much about it, to be quite honest. It was a Sunday,
we were just not as good as them. That's it, simple as, really. Sometimes you just got to hold your hands up. The referee was poor, but he'd done nothing to change the game.
No, he was poor for both teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think you can blame him.
Hello, to be fair to him, he was really rubbish. Not just slightly rubbish. He was genuinely appalling. I'm struggling to remember this, but there was the deflected. It was the own goal to start off with, wasn't it? Which was
Potter.
It was Potter's.
He's rubbish
of doom, wasn't it? So it was that, and then
his back pass or whatever it was to Martin.
His assist.
If you want.
What was the third one? I can't remember.
Third one was a goal.
That's a really good goal.
Yeah. The offside one, so to speak, which wasn't even offside, but a lot of people seem to think it was. Basically, was passed by Walsall player number such and such, who passed it to Walsall player another such and such, who tapped it into an empty net. That's basically it. But it was quite easy for them.
I thought, to be honest, they'd done their homework and they'd come on. They were definitely more up for it than we were.
Oh yeah. I think in terms of describing a performance for an away team, you look at that and you think that's not a team that come here frightened about a team that had just won 7-0.
No.
They weren't nervous. They were not nervous. They took the game, and I think maybe the own goal gave them that initiative from the start. But even so, you've got to deal with that, and we didn't.
Yeah.
They kept coming at us, and it could have been 2-0 if Dave didn't make a save in the first half where he came out. I don't know if you remember, came outside of the box and got it away before. It could have been made 2-0 at half time.
Yeah, I think the homework bit's absolutely right. They were textbut how we don't like people to play against us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they didn't let us settle on the ball
our game
at all.
Nope.
Because there are very few teams who've actually done that and persisted with it for the whole match, and they really did. They were still pressing us on the 90th minute.
I don't even remember it. I'm struggling to remember it. I don't remember being there, but I can't remember anything about it.
Are there any matches that you do remember from this season?
Yeah, that one 4-0.
4-0. Yeah, that's good.
I'm just saying that on the old telly here that Man United are playing Southampton on Sunday afternoon. I wondered if it'll be 4-0 to Southampton.
We played Southampton.
Yeah.
We played Southampton once.
We've played Southampton more than once.
Matter of fact, once in a season, in terms of wins against us, they beat us 4-0.
Yeah, stop this now. Was it 4-3 the cup match at their place? Or 3-2? 3-2.
Good game. That was my first away game with the mighty Milton Keynes.
Yeah. That was grand. That was a good game.
2,000 people went to that from Milton Keynes.
That was the glorious one, because that was I can't remember if it was 4 days before or 4 days after, but it was we took 42 to Swansea, which there wasn't a subsidised coach for and wasn't a third round FA Cup tie. Took 42 to Swansea, and then either the next match or the match before we took 1,800 and something to Southampton, which was
I went to that and I thought, well, this is great, I'm going to go to like an away game. And the next away game in sequence after that was Barnsley. And there were 29 of us there.
Could I just butt in? Michelle, you got 7 minutes. I'll just go and put the studio door on the latch for you.
Yeah, anyway, hurry up. Can't remember. It wasn't very good. Moving on.
Was that, which Barnsley one was it? Was that the Albi freakish goal match?
No, it was
Scott Taylor's nightmare.
It was a league match. It was the first.
Okay.
It was the first.
I like the way you say that. Was that the Albi freakish goal?
Yeah.
That one.
More freaky than any other.
He dropped. Remember that terrible goalkeeper that subsequently become like a bloody Tory? Who do I mean? When I first started
Matt Baker, didn't he? Yeah.
He
forgot about
him.
Not regular listener Matt Baker, I should point out.
Matt Baker,
whose only sin is his Marillion fascination.
That bloke.
We like Matt.
Wasn't Margaret Thatcher a great
we like Matt.
guy? No, she wasn't, Matt. But anyway, he got dropped for that guy. He was Portuguese or something. Remember, he dropped him for some young kid. It was that game anyway. It was a league game. We won. We lost 2-0, and I just thought a couple of weeks ago there were like 2,000 of us at Southampton. It was great, and now it was terrible. But once you go, you can't stop going, can you?
Indeed. Okay, we probably need to start thinking about moving on.
We all know how difficult it is to plan ahead without accurate forecasting, so here at the MooCamp Radio Show we are proud to support the Bovril forecast. It's brought to you by the lovely people at Forecast, telling the future, one cup at a time. And the forecast this week is hotter than Hades, but completely unnoticeable at -2 degrees outside.
Old Bootie's Guide to Being a Proper Fan. Old Bootie's Guide to Being a Proper Fan. Old Bootie's Guide.
Rule 2015.
Our tree is now down, and all decks are gone. 'Tis back to the footy, so you Dons, come on.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch.
Good, like that.
It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
Yes, indeed, it's the Franchise Watch, where we trail around we take other people's trailing around the web and read out whatever it is we can find people are saying about us. So I'll kick us off. 26 shots, for goodness sake, we were not playing Real Madrid.
Why is it that after scoring the first goal, MK Dons didn't sit back, play the ball around at the back and wait for us to equalise before trying to score again? Sounds a little bit unfair to me.
MK Dons love it when we come to town. We always get thrashed.
Franchise FC are a machine at present. Will all fall apart come February as usual.
A machine, I like that. That's almost as good as whatever that line was from earlier that I meant to point out and forgot. Solace in the fact that an MK record is virtually worthless given their fraudulent brief existence.
Clubs like MK Dons really rubs it in when they're scoring for fun and we struggle for one. We're years behind them, I'm afraid.
That was a Sheffield United fan.
The ground is great, but the first half was like watching football at the library.
Well, it was. MK's ground is so nicely built. Such a shame that MK Dons are in it, though.
A phobia would have been a whole different challenge. Cheers, you fat scouse idiot Robinson.
I think that's my favourite one.
Brilliant result. Loved it when Walsall smashed that fraud of a club.
Fantastic, and especially against the detestable Franchise FC.
MK Scabs enjoyed more possession and more scoring chances.
MK have gone up in my estimation for the way they've handled themselves throughout this whole episode.
Right, ready for this? Some of the antagonistic, sneering comments made by some, not all, in MK last night highlights how that club will never remove stigma.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Tonight demonstrated that it's time for MK to drop the Dons. Accept they did wrong. Stop the antagonism. Wimbledon deserved that. Can I just say, hi Simon, hi Barthy.
That's not them.
No, of course not. No.
Okay, excellent. Look, we're rapidly getting towards the end of this. We had a match against Chesterfield. Any one-line comments?
I have.
Go on, very quickly.
Be quick. See you four idiots that were sat behind me. You blokes have had it. That's all I'm saying.
Can I just say something?
Go on.
No hand, but my hand was warm.
Yes. Awful match. Okay, Roundabout.
Yes. It was Elfield Park Roundabout.
Elfield Park Roundabout. Now, I don't think anyone got that one.
Nope.
And I was onto it from the start. I really was. So, that's brilliant. If I can... Yes, time it right. We're getting noise as well.
The clue was there.
The clue was
isn't batting
indeed
when
there.
it stops.
Okay, well, look, thank you very much for listening. It's delightful to be back. Really pleased about that. And, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking part. If you're listening to the download, where the hell were you while we were doing this? The show was written by Brando and Modders with additional material from Jers, Young Albie, hurrah! Yes! Actually wrote something for this show. Gary Lineker and two of the three squirrels that live in my garden.
Do you know what's really good about it? We didn't notice where it was that he wrote.
Yes, that's true, yeah. Okay, well, look, to move us into the lights of Darren Hoy's Reggae Takeover, although he's not here, so I don't know quite what's happening with that one. Perhaps he's outside. We've got the delights of King Kurt, and this is Billy, so have a great week.
Well, there's a boy called Billy, he's a man about town, and I've been trying to track him down. Well, he rides on the back of every crazy man. I'm gonna find where he spends his day, so I went to the club where it all began. When I shouted out, hey, where's my man? But they couldn't hear, so when the music was low, I threw back my head and I started to crow. but somehow it was Billy a raptor. Here's where it's about. But don't make a scene, I will have to throw you out. Now which action Billy put you on in the sea? It was Billy so bad, drunker Billy, watch me. But there's rocker Billy, punker Billy, just behind you. Hey, and the punk gripper Billy, he's here too. Well, I gotta see Billy, he's so good. Yeah, I gotta see Billy, he's so good. Well, I gotta see Billy, he's so good. But I've been so bad, he's here somewhere. That was just one. I made my excuses, was fell into the night. I found hard upon him, but it didn't seem right. Well, I bumped into Slim down by Camberwell Green, and he asked me how I made out. He knew where I've been, and I said, forget it, he's dead. But I couldn't get the tune right out of my head.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture and much more to 84,000 people every month. Plus news, views and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk.